Betty, bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone! I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Let me explain something to you. I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude.
No one is to stone anyone until I blow this whistle.
You can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Lord, you can imagine where it goes from here.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Zeros Gang podcast. I am Joseph Buchanan. Sitting next to me is Sasha Olori. Say hello,
Hey
Sash.
guys, how's it going?
And we also have Leo Van Damage from the Van Damage podcast. What is he?
Fuck you, Joe.
No.
What's the damage?
What's the Damage podcast? Sorry, folks.
So glad.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm sorry. Don't even re-record that. Keep it
I'm
exactly the way it is.
I'm turning the sound down because I'm spiking.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. What's the Damage podcast? Thank you very much, Joe, for fucking that all up. But yeah, what's up, people?
Alright, okay, on from that, straight into the trailers, and this week we have Wilson, which is a film with Woody Harrelson in it, so I think it's a adaptation of a graphic novel. We have Power Rangers and the second trailer to Logan. And Power Rangers, okay, gotcha. Okay, and so we start off with Wilson. With this trailer, for me, this is Woody Harrelson at his best. He's got such a dark sense of humor here, and I've seen. If you saw the first trailer to this, the first trailer, this trailer is a bit more linear than the first trailer. In this trailer, it gets round to what the story is a lot quicker, but you can still see the sense of dark comedy in it, or just comedy in general. This character Wilson, he seems like one of these what would you call him, midlife crisis, not a loser, but he's very aware that shit has not gone right for him, and he's almost like self-critiquing his life.
So, I get like a very almost like a Napoleon Dynamite-ish feel from his behavior.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like very self-aware of his comedy, but not.
Yeah.
I want to see this. It looks really good.
Yeah. I like Woody Harrelson in general when he does anything like this.
Yeah.
Because he's just.
I think Woody Harrelson in general, almost everything he does.
Yeah.
I don't think I can name a bad Woody Harrelson role. I even like him in fucking Hunger Games.
Yeah, he's good in that. He's really good.
I like him in a lot of things that he does. I think my favorite, Money Train.
Oh, Money Train.
White Man Can't Jump.
White Man Can Jump I would say is one of my favourite films of his.
Cheers.
Well, that's not a film.
Yeah, well, people.
Hey, it's a staple.
It's a film if you're really high. You're really high, and you're watching it on serialized. Then yeah, but no, this trailer does look good, man. I'm pretty down with it. I like the whole aspect. This last scene in the prison, this looks really good.
This is
I
awesome.
want to know how he ends up there.
Yeah, so this is what I mean. There's just like this film has so much layers to it.
Yeah, they haven't revealed too much. Is this based on something?
It's a graphic novel.
Right. Okay.
And so yeah, it's again, can't wait to see it. I just want to see it. Satch.
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember watching the teaser trailer before. This trailer didn't really add anything to what we'd seen before, but you know what? I mean, like, I think that's a good thing, right? Because they're probably keeping like more of the jokes, like in the film.
For sure, let's do that.
And I like it when they do that sometimes, because like they don't really need to sell this film any more than they already have. But everything you said about Woody Harrelson is right on the money there. I mean, like, he's a fantastic character actor. He's a fantastic actor in general, and when he does these kind of kooky roles. I really enjoy that. He did that teen flick, what's it, Edge of 17, which I wasn't aware. I actually never knew he was in that, but had I known he was in that, I probably would have went out and saw it, kind of thing. Because I was watching the trailer to that, and man, he's quite funny in that movie as well. But I love him in stuff like Kingpin as well. That's one of my favourite roles for him. But yeah,
it's funny you should mention Edge of 17 because we reviewed the trailer.
Yeah,
and I don't know how you missed him being in it.
Was that when I saw it?
Yeah, it was like several months ago.
Oh, okay. Either way, I remember the film, and I don't remember. I remember putting the poster up when I was like working, and I was just thinking, I don't think I've even seen the trailer to this.
Yeah.
Have we definitely reviewed that?
Oh yeah, with the trailer we have, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know what I said about the trailer, but when I saw the trailer again on my own terms and not while I'm on the show, I was like, shit. But it felt like I'd never seen the trailer before.
Fair enough, man.
Anyway,
okay.
That's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is, yeah, totally agree with you guys. Film looks like a win to me. I'd watch this.
Okay, fantastic.
So, yeah.
Okay, on to the next one, and we have Power Rangers.
Love it.
And I was never a fan of this when I was growing up, but I was very aware of it. And from what I can see, it seems like a mixture of Chronicle meets Power Rangers, I guess. But it's got a very it doesn't feel as corny as the original, and because I never grew up with it, the first film seemed corny to me, and I recently watched the trailer to the first film as well, which is super cheesy. This looks
another film, right? There's another film after the film.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Turbo.
But this looks super cool. This looks really good. In the sense that it's taken all the concepts that were corny about Power Rangers and it's updated them.
Tell me Zordon's face doesn't look like those little pin thing you put your hands in. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah, so Zordon is a wall. Nice.
Yeah, that looks better than what they did in the TV show. It was like a really bad video of some guy.
Yeah, he was in the Jam Jar.
Yeah.
It worked for the show.
It didn't, but
it did.
It really didn't.
Okay. You take the show at face value for what it was and the audience that it was at. It worked for the kids, and that's what it was. A show for children on a budget, and it worked. Okay, that's my honest opinion. Now the thing is, the thing I have a problem with Power Rangers. I remember they did like a short film. Avi Shankar did a short film way back in the day with Katie Slackoff and the Dawson from Dawson's Creek. What's his name? James Van Der Beek, right? Yeah. And I remember a lot of people.
Van Der Beek, no?
James Van Der Beek.
Jason Biggs.
Yeah,
so
Jason Biggs, Pie Fucker. Yeah. You're thinking of the Pie Fucker. No,
I'm thinking of
yeah. But no. Like I watched that short film. I remember that had like huge internet bars and people. You liked it, Leo, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I fucking didn't. I was like, no, I don't want to see like a live action Power Rangers with like super like what?
Live action, all live action.
Well, no, but I mean like like a modern day movie with like super realistic graphics because I just felt, the IP I feel is what I mean like. It's not going to bring in.
You wouldn't have this if it wasn't for that, though, right?
No, this was in development well before that.
Yeah, there's so many things in development.
Yeah, but this was actually well in development before that. They already had a script. They already had a director. That thing only hit last year.
No.
What was last year?
No.
Well, either way, whenever this was already in the mix because
that thing's like 3 years old.
Well, either way, this was still in development now because I know. The production company been talking up this thing for a good couple of years now.
Yeah.
But either way, that's neither here nor there. My point is that I don't see this movie being marketed out. Whenever you take an IP like this or a brand like this, you're trying to, like take the superhero movies. You're trying to get the people that don't necessarily watch superhero movies to watch it. You know what I mean? Power Rangers, I don't see people that aren't into Power Rangers now watching this movie because of this IP. I just feel that the show has always been what it was. I mean, the show's still going now. It knows its audience. You know what I mean? It knows its audience. People that have grown up with it and still watch it, like yourself, Leo, I get it. You're totally into this world, etc.
The only reason I've watched it is because I was like, okay, so the whole new film's coming out. I kind of want to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And how the hell did it get to wherever the fuck it is at now?
And that's fair enough. But I'm just saying that like You know what I mean? It's a show that's always known who its audience is. You know what I mean? And it works for that demographic and that group. I just don't see this IP going further than that. In terms of the trailers and stuff that have come out, I've just not felt it. But saying that, this trailer, the first minute was more of the same, but the minute they put on those suits, the minute I saw the party monsters looking not so much party or whatever, they looked like the Thing, kind of like, kind of rock-esque and stuff. I got it.
So
you know what I mean?
just as a side note, I know a little bit about this movie.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've heard correctly that if you see Rita, Repulsor, played by Elizabeth Banks, she's wearing what colour?
Green. So you think she's Green Ranger?
She is an older Green Ranger.
Oh, okay.
So when he talks in the trailer, he talks about Zordon.
Yeah.
Talks about Rangers, plural, being, and we've always known that Rangers have always been like.
Yeah.
There's always been a crew of Rangers. The Red Ranger is always the leader, and there's always a crew of Rangers. She might have been a fallen Ranger.
Right. Okay. Was that what was in the show?
No.
No.
Because
I know
that's much better.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's the talk that's going around. She may be a fallen Ranger because she in the show she answers to Lord Zed.
Yeah.
So she may be answering to Lord Zed. She's not. She may be the big bad, but there's going to be like a There's going to be like a Thanos.
Yeah, totally.
And that's going to be like a Lord Zed kind of thing. This trailer looks good. It's sold. I wasn't very sold on the other ones, man, but I saw this and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in. I like the little sprinkle a bit of Kanye's strong. Power. Was it Power?
Yeah, I hate that song.
Yeah, but they did it quite well in here. And the best thing is like the line is like, not one man should have all that power.
Yeah.
And then you see it's all five of them together.
Yeah.
And they're all like,
in context, it makes sense.
They're doing this superhero walk with all five of them in a row, like. And shit like that, and I'm glad that there's no random explosions behind them, like when they're walking and shit, because that happens a lot in the fucking TV series. I've watched a lot of Power Rangers in the past 2 weeks, to catch up, to understand where it's going, what's happened. But this is kind of like a retelling of the first episode.
Yeah, because that's Goldar they're fighting, isn't it?
That's Goldar.
That's Goldar,
fighting. Yeah, for sure, that's Goldar.
He's like, for those who don't know, Rita Repulsor's like. Sideman.
Yeah, he's henchman. Yeah. The other thing is, I'm not completely sold on the suits. I need to see a little bit more. I'm not a fan of the glitter.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like. The other thing I'm not a fan. Like, look at the hands. See, very glittery. The other thing I'm not a fan of is the Megazord.
Oh yeah, he's not in the trailer.
He is in the trailer. There he is. There. That's him standing. That's the Megazord.
Oh right.
And then the Megazord at the end, he throws a punch and hits Goldar in the face. The Megazord, I've seen what the toy looks like, because the toy's out, you can buy the toy, what the current Megazord is going to look like in that. It doesn't look very convincing, it looks very scaly, it looks like a mesh between a robot fish monster and Aquaman. I'm not that super impressed. So I'm seeing what it looks like on screen, hopefully it's better, I don't know. But look, I'm sold by the trailer, it has my attention, I want to check it out, I want to see if it's any good, and I think it's a good trailer. I think it sells the movie quite well now.
I mean, like, I'm quite impressed with the second half of the trailer. I mean, like, once the action kicked and you have, like...
Look at Joe.
Yeah, Joe's totally not interested in this.
I fucking hate Power Rangers.
But, you know what, to be honest...
What are your views?
I don't know. I don't know anything about Power Rangers. I have got no opinion. The only thing I could say is that it reminds me of Chronicle. And that's what makes me someone who doesn't.
Chronicle basically took a leaf out of this book. Actually, the more I think about it, you're super right. Like Chronicle, the way that starts with them just finding the cave, kind of like these kids finding a cave and then getting all these powers and da da da. But then Chronicle went Akira at the end.
Oh yeah,
like super Akira. Like somebody was like, I want to make. I don't know how to end this film. Akira. That's how I'll end this film. And like, the other main character became Canada. Like, they just didn't have the capsule bike.
Yeah, that's
the only thing you have. But yeah, I mean, you're right. You're totally right. You passed. Your Power Rangers wasn't really your Like, you're a little bit older.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just about to go to college when that came out.
Yeah, so I was still a kid when that came out. So
so that was it was
Power
really hit
Rangers
that sweet spot.
resonated with me quite a lot. I was a big fan. I was always the Red Ranger. I looked like Jason, and then I got fat. So,
But this is just.
Jason anymore.
But this is the point I make, though.
Yeah.
This is the point I make, though. Joe, you're that demographic that they're trying to get in.
Yeah,
Do
sure.
you see what I mean? That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm not going to watch this, but
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I meant.
But if somebody says it's good, will you watch it?
Probably,
Will you
yeah.
Go? Okay, cool.
Okay.
But so the trailer, did it sell you as a non-viewer? As somebody who doesn't know anything about it, fresh-faced,
Yeah.
you've seen the first trailer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't sell you, or did it?
No.
Second trailer?
Yeah.
Okay. So the second trailer, you're like, I'm interested, you've gained my interest.
It sold me in the sense that everything that I found corny about the original Power Rangers is not. I don't see it in.
So let's remove original Power Rangers from the equation, right? We can say this because both me and Sash have watched this, and we're a bit biased because we kind of have already a point of view on what Power Rangers should or shouldn't be. But you're a fresh face, right?
Right.
So you're now interested in this based purely on the fact of what you've seen on screen right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Sacha's going to say is essentially it's done its job.
Yeah.
It done what it needed
So,
to do.
yeah,
which
so,
is
yeah.
pique the interest of somebody who has absolutely no interest in the subject whatsoever.
Yeah, because
perfect.
that's the point I was trying to make. I mean, like, you know, for me, you know, like, I'm not like a big, heavy Power Rangers fan or whatever, but I get it. But as I was trying to say, second half of the trailer caught my interest a lot. Because I like big, massive monster throwdowns, and they actually look good. Even the Kung Fu look good when they're fighting the putty monsters. You know what I mean? Like, and those putty monsters look kind of cool. They're not those little, like, you know, they're not that, none of that shit. They all look like the Thing from Fantastic Four. They look like rock monsters and stuff. I'm like, I can get behind this. So yeah, I'm slowly but surely. Well, I'll check it out, but I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not on the.
Joe's like, shut the fuck up, we get it.
Joe's like, I don't want to talk any more about Power Rangers.
You trust me, you've gone on for 12 minutes.
We got
I've got it.
No, collectively, 12 minutes.
okay.
I stopped talking, fuck you.
Yeah.
What you going? I tried to wind up. Do you not see? I was like, so that's what
Yeah.
And then we're done. And then you're like, no. I must repeat what I just said about the thing with the rock monster. And that's when Joe was like, oh god. Anyway, we're fucking with you. Fuck now. Go. What's that?
Oh, it's okay. It's all right. It's cool.
After this, Sasha's gonna be like, I don't want Leo on the podcast.
No, I'm cool with Leo being on the podcast. That's fine. I'm just like, okay, cool. I'll just say minimal stuff.
No. We love you. We got next, bro.
Okay, so next we've got Logan. Oh, I thought we did.
I'm going to keep my opinions on this short and sweet, man, because it's Logan. I don't know enough about it to comment. The trailer has X-23 in it, which I'm okay with. For those who don't know, X-23 is a clone of Logan, of Wolverine, which has nothing to do with old man Logan people, so relax. Yeah, I think it's good. It looks good. It's R-rated, I think. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's exactly the way Wolverine needs to be all of the time. I want to see Wolverine from X-Men 2, like when he's defending the fucking Xavier mansion, right? I want to see that all of the time.
I reckon whoever plays Wolverine next.
I was going to say, do you not know who plays Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman.
It's Hugh Jackman. Did you not know?
Whoever's playing him next can, if they do a standalone film, I'd say yeah, I totally agree with that. In the X-Men films, I think they should keep it the way it is.
Who do you think is going to play him next?
Hugh Jackman.
If I was to guess an unknown, it'll be someone unknown.
Do you know who I'm rooting for at the moment?
Who?
The Clint Eastwood son.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Scott Eastwood.
He's small.
Yeah.
He's small. He's got the look.
Yeah.
Just let him age a little bit more, or CGI his age a little bit more, and I think you got it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You're right. I agree.
I think you got it because Wolverine has always been small man syndrome. Like he's always been smaller than everybody else, and I think Scott Eastwood's got it. But yeah, this trailer looks okay.
It looks. Yes. Someone was telling me, or Colin was telling me that this isn't set in the any of the X-Men universes, which doesn't make any sense. I thought
Old Man Logan isn't though. It's just a standalone story.
this isn't Old Man Logan though.
Yeah, no, but they've heavily referenced it.
Sure, but James Mangold has said that he's gone from the X-Men timeline after Days of Future Past. So when you see spoilers, when you see Jean Grey, when you do you know
the whole I've seen it.
At the end of the mansion, right at the end, when you see everyone back at the mansion, he's taken it from that timeline. So
it's got to be far ahead in the future. Though.
Yeah, it's 2029.
No, okay.
So we're talking like 12 years.
Yeah.
No,
so
years.
that's when they say this film is set, and so if people are saying online is true about this trailer being, this film being not part of the X-Men universe, and then whatever James Mangold said doesn't make any sense, then what I don't even know why I should watch this film, because if there's no continuity from it coming from anywhere, so I don't understand why. The whole point of me watching this is to see where it ends, where Wolverine ends up. This
might be this is where we're going to tell Wolverine's end of the story now.
Sure, I get that.
I
but
mean, where are they going to go with the X-Men franchise? What's the next move?
I don't know.
Next movie that's heavily rumoured to be called X-Men Supernova. That's the title they're thrown about. They're looking to do another Phoenix Saga, but the way they originally wanted to tell it before Singer left.
Okay, so they might, So, I don't know, who knows? I don't know. That's heavily rumoured, though. They may decide to go in a different direction.
Yeah, they might be.
So, who knows? But at the moment, it's supposedly his last movie as Wolverine.
And considering the pictures we've seen with him,
we'll get to that.
Yeah, it's coming up later. But he's been pictured with someone, and that could be very ambiguous. They could be just pranking us, but he may not. He might show up in the X-Men films.
He also might wear the suit in this movie. We don't know.
No, I doubt it. That's not James Mangold's not going to do that.
James Mangold. Here's the thing. I wouldn't even disbelieve that, because in the deleted scene of the Wolverine, James Mangold really wanted to show a reference to that suit, and he gets the suit at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he does get the suit.
The woman, the Oriental chick that's with him in that movie, she gives him the suit, and he opens it up. And the costume is there, the orange and black costume is there. So they've made the suit. And I know Mangold really wanted to have a scene with him in
Mangold,
sorry, do apologise.
It's the same way I feel when he talks about Abrams.
But yeah, but that's just it.
This little kid's badass. X-23 is a G. If you know anything about X-23, you know she's a fucking G. And also the car, that Cadillac he's driving, reminds me a lot of the car, the car in Final Fantasy.
Well, anyway, Wolverine, I'm looking forward to it. If it's Hugh Jackman's last, then it looks like he's going out explosively, because there's a lot of blood been spilt in this.
Is this Red Band?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
I'm looking forward to it. Looks like I guess some of you are. Sure.
I'm not.
So yeah. And we start off today with Sony, and Sony are considering selling off their movie and TV division. And
to who?
Don't know. Anyone.
Marvel, Disney.
I very much doubt it. I don't think.
It'd be nice if you buy it.
I don't think Disney would want to buy Sony's division.
The only issue I have with that is that...
Then again, I could be wrong.
The only issue I'd have with that is that they'd be selling off the rights to the Raid.
Well... Yeah, well... I don't know.
That's an amazing film. I don't know, man. What do you think?
I think Sony are in big trouble if they want to sell off their rights, their studios. Cause
have they had any major financial woes that we know about? Or?
Yeah, the film studio was losing a lot of money a few years ago, and that's why they've been scrabbling to fight just to make anything. Like they remade Ghostbusters. They're trying to make Jump Street with Men in Black. That all these.
I heard that's actually happening.
It's not happening
No,
now.
oh, thank God.
All these stupid ideas that they were just trying to.
Desperate.
Yeah, it was a knee-jerk reaction. Just we need to make money. We need to make money. We need to make money.
More money.
And so that whole thing with Kim Jong Il, that hack, the Sony hack didn't help. That didn't help
That
Sony at
actually
all.
messed them up more.
And so the only real division that's making any money is the PlayStation and their TV divisions.
Which are all separate entities anyway.
Yeah,
So.
and so if they sell that off, that's all they'll have. So.
Well, they'll have the music division.
So that's BMG. No. BMG's owned by. Sony Music as an entity in music I believe, is owned by someone else. There's only like 3 major music studios left.
No, what I mean by music is their music production equipment.
Yeah, that's under a different umbrella.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe so. There's only Warner's, Universal, and BMG. I could be wrong about that, but there's only 3 entities left, and everything else is under their umbrella. So like Virgin Music or let's take Island Records is under Universal. I can't think of any others, but there's only 3 major labels now, and that over through the 2000s, there's music industry is nothing. It's a shadow of its former self. You can't make money out of music. I would say, where music makes money is when you license it off. So if I made a music track and it's used in a
I get that trailers. That's how the Glitch Mob make a lot of their money.
That's how you really and merchandising, but beyond that you can't make money out of music. I guess that's kind of where film's going really. For Sony to think about selling their division off and their TV division, that's a big deal. That's a real big deal, and
it is huge. Yeah.
I
agree with you. Sony are massive. That's like Warner Bros. Saying we're no longer going to make movies.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like, whoa, what's going on there? So whoever buys it, I mean.
Oh, do you know how much they're selling it for? Billions.
No. I'm guessing it would be for the same amount George Lucas sold his studio for. So
watch Disney come in with the money.
Yeah, well,
I don't think Disney will buy it.
Would you like to place a wager, Joe?
Yeah, because
they'll buy something.
No, they can't, because it's like when Microsoft got. It's like when Microsoft got too big. It was the monopoly. What did it come under? They had to split the company up. This is back before Apple were Apple. This is like 98, 99. Microsoft they had such a monopoly that they had to split the company in half.
Entities.
Yeah, different entities. And so that will happen to Disney if they become too big, because they'll have a monopoly. Because I mean, they already they've got Marvel, they've got Lucasfilm, they've got Pixar, they've got what's the other company?
Skywalker Ranch.
No, that's Lucasfilm.
THX.
No, THX is owned by a video games company. Anyway, point being is that if they were to do that, then they would have a monopoly, and that's not gonna fly. Well, considering that Donald Trump's running the country, now anything could happen. But to me,
you never know, mate. He might be running on the Mouse House check as well.
To me, I think it'll be an outside investor, like a Chinese or Korean investor that will, I'll buy this, and belong to Koreans, or I can't see the British buying the
British ain't buying shit.
No,
we can't even figure out our own house. Let alone, we don't even have our own house in order, let alone anybody else's.
Yeah.
Our studios are just about surviving Pinewood and fucking shit.
Oh, well, to be honest, Pinewood's half owned by Warner Brothers anyway, so it's what it is. But
next?
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is scary news for the film industry anyway. no matter what you feel about Sony's films, them wanting to sell it off doesn't bode well for the film industry in the long term. Satch, what do you think? What do you make of this?
I don't know. You know, it's difficult to see. You know what I mean? At the moment, I mean, this is something that's just dropped. Well, I don't know when it dropped or what, but it's the first thing I've heard of. I mean, like, Sony as a company, I mean, like, I knew they were doing badly and stuff, like Sony hacks and stuff. You know what? This all could have been, like, a big chunk of money could have been avoided had they have just made Ghostbusters great. What a shit investment. You know what I mean? They knew this thing was coming.
Well, this has got nothing to do with Ghostbusters.
I know it doesn't, but, you know what I mean? The Sony hacks thing, it was a few years ago now, the Sony hacks thing. That, you know what I mean, they were in trouble then. And they were scrambling at straws, going, oh my god, this, oh my god,
this
that.
one didn't do well either.
You know what I mean?
Just thinking about our passengers, right?
The result of that scramble was, you know, the outcome of what's happened with Spider-Man, which was a good thing. The outcome of that was Bad Boys Spree, that Men in Black crossover that was being debated. Thank God someone's put a stop to that. But do you know what I mean? Like, they don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They're just like, shit, let's churn out. You know, to a degree I get the mentality, let's concentrate on key franchises, because that's what you do as a studio. But if you're going to do that, like the Ghostbusters...
What key franchises do they have?
Ghostbusters, Bad Boys, Men in Black, Jump
Spider-Man.
Street, Spider-Man, what else? Bond. What?
No, I put two on the next one, yeah.
Yeah, no, actually no, because the contract is out.
Okay, well,
yeah, it's expired,
it's
so
not
not
anymore,
Bond. But they have, I think they're renegotiating because the Broccolis loved working with Sony because Sony were quite accommodating to them for their needs and stuff. You know, for those.
Are you concerned about how your person
to do? So like, you know, what I mean, that's a, you know, if anything, they're probably going to fight to keep Bond.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I mean, like as I was saying, like back on my Ghostbusters thing, it was like. That could have been a good couple of $1 million franchise right there, and they fucked it. They fucked it because what they did, they pissed on the fans, the original core fans, by trying to do something way too left wing. You know what I mean? Left wing and out there. And
this is what happens when you let women do shit now.
No. Bear in mind, don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting the Ghostbusters film that overall got made because. I don't hate it as certain people do. It just wasn't for me. But I know people that generally love that movie. But what you got to understand is you're creating a product for everyone. You know what I mean? Don't piss off the original fans. You know what I mean? Because with a property like that, you're not going to get the audience that you want. Because I know loads of people that refuse to watch it straight up. You know what I mean? Because they're like, that's not my Ghostbusters. I mean, Joe, you didn't see it, did you?
No.
And that's my point.
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, that's my point. If it had like Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd,
I probably still wouldn't watch it. For me, it's past.
Fair enough. But for you, Joe, would you have seen it?
What's what?
If it was a continuation of 1 and 2.
If it was in, see, I don't mind what it did. It's just that. It ignored the continuity.
Yeah.
If it was within continuity, like, hey, that event happened.
Yeah.
I would have gone to see it because it's still part of that universe.
Yeah.
And
but they did what Bad Boys
they
did,
completely
pretended it never happened.
Yeah. And I don't think you should do that really. Especially considering they want to relaunch something. If you want to relaunch something that's that old, you need to incorporate the old fans.
Yeah.
As well.
Exactly.
And so, they could have done that in such a graceful manner like J.J. Abrams did with Star Trek.
Yeah, or Star Wars, respectively.
And Star Wars.
I mean? But I mean, like, you know, I felt, you know, last year that was their big IP, you know what I mean? That was, because it was like a thing. And that was probably one of our first podcasts. That trailer, we both slagged it off. I remember it like yesterday. But I mean, like, you know, just, that was a real bad chess move. You know what I mean? With that IP. And, you know, this 21 Jump Street Men in Black thing, I don't know.
Happening.
Good, but the conversation happened. whoever that executive needs to get fired because it's bad moves like that. You mean, like, don't dilute two perfectly good franchises. They want more Men in Black. Pay Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones the money and just do it. Because I'd watch another Men in Black.
They did pay them the money and the other one sucked. So
yeah, but, you know...
Do you not remember?
You know...
Because I remember.
Yeah.
I remember it very well.
I actually did my number 3.
I hate it.
I hate number 2. But...
Yeah, they should have just done number 1 and left it at that.
Yeah.
Will Smith gets to fuck the white girl, let's move on.
But I mean, like, Jump Street. Jump Street makes shitload of money.
Let him go on to the next section. That's what
Anyway.
Finish what you were saying.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, you know, just concentrate on your core IPs and move on. But in terms of this news, you know, I don't really think I can add anything more to what you've already said there. I just think they make some bad decisions sometimes and waste a lot of money when they don't have to.
Yeah, well, the one more thing I'll say about it is that whatever happens, whoever buys the company, if it is up for sale, whoever buys the company will have all these IPs, and they can clean out the management from the top. Because I know, is it Tim Rothman that's in that studio, and wherever he goes,
Tom Rothman, yeah.
Wherever he goes, there's just a dark cloud.
Well, here's the thing though, Tom Rothman has only just taken on board. You know, he's only just been sworn in, okay? And
he's managed to do all this damage already.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
I'm joking.
This damage was already set before he came in. He actually hasn't done anything yet. So, you know, it's hard to blame it on him. The only thing he's done is just turn around and be like, well, clearly I don't know shit all about superhero movies. So, because of his work on Fox's X-Men, so he gave Spider-Man back. So,
oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, you can't be all bad. You learn it. But
okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Stay tuned with that, folks. We'll keep you posted. Okay, next story is James Cameron. So it looks like the Terminator rights go back to him either this year or next year, and he'll be directing. Sorry.
Is it 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
2019.
2019 he gets the rights back.
So in 2 years.
Well, they're starting to develop this next year.
Yeah, he's grandfathering it.
Oh, right, gotcha. Okay, so...
sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, it's fine. So James Cameron is... I guess he's going to be some kind of producer on a new Terminator. I guess he's either rebooting it or he is following up. I don't know what it will be, but Tim Miller will be heading this, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
For me, that's perfect.
Basically, what I know, without having like a laptop in front of me or whatever, from what I read about this, is that he sold the rights for $1.
To his wife.
Yeah.
His then wife.
Ex-wife.
Was it, Kate? What's her name?
I forgot her name. Oh my gosh, what is her name?
Is that the one he did Hurt Lock?
And Good.
No,
this other one.
Oh, right, yeah. Anyway, so he sold it. I was thinking...
she was a producer on Hollywood.
Yeah, she did the Hulk Ang Lee version.
Anyway, he sold the rights to her.
Yeah.
And Satchel will find it. He sold the rights to her and for $1, as long as he could direct it. And then he directed the second one, which is basically one of the best films ever in the world.
Yeah.
And then the rights moved over, some bullshit like that. And then, like, the thing is, right, this is what annoys me. He watched, or I had heard, allegedly, that he actually gave the nod about Genesis and went, yeah, it's alright. I was like, really?
No. If you look at the YouTube video, he was very, very diplomatic with his words.
Right.
He said, if you are a fan of the Terminator franchise, he would advise you to go and see it.
Yeah.
He didn't say it was good. He was very careful about saying if the film was good or not.
Right.
And that's what I loved about. Because when he made the video, I thought, wow, he's coming out, he's saying something, he's going to say this is good.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the film, I went back and watched that video, I thought, right, he was really careful about what he said in that video.
Because I watched it and I didn't exactly hate.
There are elements of
Genesis
that were interesting.
Yeah, I didn't hate Genesis.
I said interesting.
I definitely don't like Salvation, but that's only because
I like Salvation.
No,
like
but that's
Salvation
hold
too.
on. The film is good. I just don't like Christian Bale in that movie because of the bullshit that went around. It kind of tarnished it for me. That's the only reason.
That's the reason I watched it.
It's the only reason. But the film is good. Right, the film is good. The third one. My main problem with the third one.
Everything.
No, the third one isn't bad.
It is.
No, hold on. The third one isn't bad. There are just bad elements, right? But it's a very structured formula, right?
Yeah.
It's it's a very like, oh, this happens, this happens. Oh, kind of twist at the end, whatever, right? But not really. But it's a very structured formula. It's a very simple A to B action movie, right? The problem I have is that the TX, whatever that fucking thing is, it's not as good as the risk
T-1000.
It's not. It's just not.
I know.
People are like, oh yes, this one's a lot more dangerous and it's a problem. No, it's not. It's not a problem because it's a fucking liquid metal. It's a T-1000 draped over a T-800.
Yeah.
It's not dangerous. The T-1000 is dangerous because I just watched that film the other day. Mm-hmm. And much like every time, I'm like, wow. The bit where he's in the fucking floor, dude.
Yeah.
When, you don't see Terminators turn into the fucking floor. Dude turned into the floor, and then comes out and ghosts a motherfucker straight in the face with a needle, right? And then, man straight up kills a guy, and his knife is so sharp, it cuts through a fucking carton of milk into a dude's face, right? That's danger. That entire element, you know, when he's running,
yeah.
Like the first time
That's
you see him
scary.
chase after John Connor on the bike,
because he runs so fast,
and there's no emotion on his face, none. He's just like, that's my goal, that's what I need to do, and he's just like, he's gonna blow away, like that fucking kid. Yeah, he's ghost running, he's after that kid.
You know what? I gotta say though, you know what? I posted this up this morning. I swear to God, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The bike chase.
Yeah.
The bike chase. That scene when he jumps off the bike, almost, goes, as the truck's trying to ram him, he goes in, grabs Connor, one hand, sat on the thing, loads the shotgun, blam. That is the coolest Arnold Schwarzenegger moment in his cinema history.
It's barely even Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I know.
If you watch it now, you're like, oh my god, how did they ever think that was Schwarzenegger?
But no,
that's the only flaw I can find with that movie.
But you know what? Despite everything, Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, looking the Don. Doing the biggest, bossiest things you can do in action movies. I'm sorry, that's my single favourite moment in that whole movie. Actually, there are many moments in that whole movie. But you know what? When I think of that movie, I just think of that chase. I can watch that whenever that chase is on TV. I need to see it through. Yeah. Just that whole, and it has to start from when they first meet each other, and he grabs the kid, turns around in the hallway.
The great thing is about that movie is and I'm going to end up talking more about Teeth 2 than we are about this.
Yeah. Well, we don't know anything about this new film.
But the thing is I remember not knowing anything about that movie, having seen the first one, watching the second one at home on my fucking TV with my parents, where we rented from the local video store.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not knowing anything about it, and then getting completely blown away when I saw the liquid metal guy for the first time.
Yeah.
Not properly catching the reference when he looks at the silver mannequin.
Yeah.
Right.
When he throws Arnie through the window, with the camera,
and
then he looks at the mannequin and then walks off. You're like, huh? And then you get it. You're like, oh, this dude's fucking unkillable.
Yeah.
And the fact that he is unkillable.
Yeah.
The only time when you actually see a malfunction in his program
is near the end.
Is near the end where they literally have to freeze him, shoot him. He has to reassemble himself, and that's when you're like, oh, now you're starting to break him. Mm-hmm. But even then, he's still super efficient.
Yeah.
That's
really efficient.
Now tell me how the TX is a lot more dangerous than that fucking guy. No way. No fucking way. I
love how the TX could do Wi-Fi with manual cars.
I love how the TX can make its boobs bigger. That's what he did. Right? But apart from that, it was a very... T3 was a very formulaic a standard action film,
Yeah.
which I was okay with. It nodded to the second one with the Doctor from the second one, right? Little things like that, little nods saying that even though Sarah Connor,
in all three of them.
she is. You're right. He is. But even though the Doctor was like, even though Sarah Connor may have thought Judgment Day was over, she never stopped planning.
Yeah.
And so she always she left that her casket was full of guns and shit.
Yeah.
And that whole scene where he's holding the casket and he's fucking shooting at the officers, I was like, okay. The computer graphics, they were just on the cusp of like that Matrix Revolution days.
Yeah.
You know, when it was like Matrix Reloaded days. You know, when it's like, oh, was it?
Yeah.
So there you go. We have the money to make CGI full CGI people, but we shouldn't because it doesn't look very good yet. So that's what they did.
Yeah.
With Arnie a lot in that film, but fuck it. I would rather watch that than watch Salvation.
What?
I'd rather watch Salvation.
Oh, do you know what?
disagree.
That's okay. That's absolutely fine. That's my personal opinion.
Fair
I
enough.
watched T3 before I watched Salvation. But I definitely will. In fact, I removed Salvation from canon because it technically isn't canon. Because even in Genesis, they forget that even happens, don't they? They don't even talk about.
They don't get to that point.
Yeah, no, but they don't. They won't even.
Okay,
they won't
no,
even bring Salvation into the canon because if you watch it now, it doesn't fall into place, right?
Does it not?
I saw Genesis once.
No, because the Terminator that's in that and the AI that's in that and fucking why is Helen Bonham Carter in that fucking movie,
that's
for fuck's
true.
sake?
I get why. I
get it, but fuck that chick, yeah? She doesn't need to be in the Terminator. Go back to the fucking Tim Burton films, you can. Right?
Man.
But,
now
like...
we got fucking Matt
No,
Smith.
we're going down that road. But anyway, look, Tim Miller is making, supposedly, directing, right, with James Cameron, Godfather and everything.
That's a match made in heaven.
That's where we need to be. James Cameron being like, okay, listen, I'm going to ghost direct, but not really. Like, we're going to give you the paycheck, we're going to do it right. And in 2019, when the franchise is worth its money again, that's when I'm going to come in and fix the whole fucking thing. And gives me time to finish my Blue People film. Like, that's what I want to do. That's the James Cameron master plan. And he'll end his career like he started it on fucking Terminator. Where he might just go, do you know what? I'm going to make the last Terminator trilogy. I'm going to do it the way it was supposed to be done. I'm going to revolutionize the movie industry. And I'm going to drop the mic and go, boom, I'm out. Peace. See you later. Right? And then he's going to be like, I'm going to wait. All you fools are still trying to catch up to T2. Right? I made that film fucking 20 plus years ago. You guys, and they are. People are still trying to catch up to that movie.
Yeah.
Right? He was well ahead of the game.
Well ahead.
So he's gonna make some shit now, like in the next fucking 2, 3 years, 5 years. He's gonna drop some Terminator shit that will blow your mind, right? And then, I mean, like, did you ever go to the Terminator ride?
No.
Yeah.
No? Okay,
Yeah.
you did, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Amazing.
Oh,
I've never been to America.
The 3D Terminator ride doesn't exist anymore, by the way. But the 3D Terminator
It's on the Blu-ray
ride,
though.
Huh?
It's on the Blu-ray.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Amazing. Watch it again if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've seen
I
it.
like the reference in Salvation when they had the little droid thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a cool little reference to the ride there.
That ride, that 3D ride, was James Cameron.
Yeah.
And it's immediately after T2, like supposedly.
Yeah.
And they got all the main people back, and that's really Terminator 3.
Yeah.
That's what Terminator 3 really is, and that's what it should have been.
He wanted to be set in the future, and that's what McGee tried to do with Salvation.
Yeah, but fuck McGee. No.
I really like what he tried to do. Even because it wasn't that future that we got up to yet, because all the machines weren't.
Yeah,
they weren't there yet in terms of what they looked like.
It was planned as a trilogy, that film, and that was the start. You know, like you said, because it's set like before that big futuristic future. They hadn't taken down Skynet yet, etc. It was set like years later. And you know what? The thing is with Salvation, I really liked it because McGee kept the aesthetic that Cameron probably would have done.
Yeah.
Because what I liked about McGee was it was very physical effects.
Yeah.
And there was
except for the giant fucking Terminator.
Hear me out though, but there was going to be some CG. There was CG in there, but it was a good mix
But when you saw the T-800 as a skeleton again, it was a horror movie again.
That wasn't the T-800 though, was it?
It wasn't the same version that goes back in time, but it was that same Arnold model.
It was a T something. It was a T100 or something.
It wasn't a 100.
Yeah, it wasn't. So you got
because
basically
the Arnold at the end was a T-800.
The first one, not the second one. The second one is a T101. Yeah, it's a fact. I had this argument with somebody the other day. When he goes, stop the bike, and he goes like, okay, don't get this wrong, you're a Terminator, right? And he goes, yes, look it up, Cyberdyne model T101.
Yeah, are you talking about the Australian dude?
Too, yeah.
No. Sam Worthington.
Cyberdyne Systems 101.
Cyberdyne model T101 is what he is in the second one.
Right. Okay.
In the first one, he's a T-800. In the second one, it's a T-101. But in the other one, it's a bulkier Terminator. In Salvation, it's not a T-800.
No. 800s is the Arnold model. 101 is like a different bot.
No, T-800 is the first model, which is white.
This is a whole other podcast. Because I can see this getting out where we're going to get on our phones and shit. Anyway, look. Okay, so you guys are like, okay. Can I speak? Can I quickly interject because I haven't really spoken?
Go.
Yeah, go for it. Well, we're almost at an hour now, so just to let you know.
I don't care anymore.
About what?
For Terminator.
Well, yeah, because they've killed the franchise.
Yeah, I know, but I actually don't care that James Cameron has it back or whatever.
No, I do. I want to see what he done with it. Because I'm a fan of James Cameron. I'm a fan of Tim Miller. I want to see where he goes with it. Yeah. If he goes with it the way I think he's going to go with it, I want to see it.
Would Arnie be back?
I don't care who he brings back, as long as it's, as long as the director behind. Because to do something like the Terminator, you need a particular mind.
Yeah.
And you've got the original mind and you've got Tim Miller, and so if you've got those two as a powerhouse, then you can make something really great. From what Cameron wanted to do back 15, 20 years ago. Yeah. So considering that this franchise is screwed to all reason. Yeah. Or FUBARD.
Good reference.
You can now. Damage control. You can remarket the whole thing. James Cameron returns back to the franchise that made Arnold a star, or whatever. And you don't even have to have Arnold in it. Yeah, you don't have to. It's just a simple fact that he's too old to do this now. And maybe with the. What
if he does it with the Avatar technology where he can make Arnold?
That's just what I was about to say.
Yeah, where he can and at least the CG would be seamless.
Yeah, I don't think it would be seamless because we've never seen avatars before. So it's when it comes to a human that we know, just like with the Star Wars thing, it's like I don't want to get into another debate about that. But sure. I can't wait to see what he does with this. Yeah. The fact that there's something happening with that, because I don't think he would ever touch Terminator again. And so the fact that he's trying to produce it, I think, absolutely great. Okay, I'm going to move on. Yeah. Right. Okay. So Pierce Brosnan, he's been he's in a picture. He's in a picture with Ryan Reynolds and what's his name? Wolverine. Hugh Jackman, and that to me suggests that he might be Cable. Without the dead air, what do you guys think?
I'll go last.
Don't care.
No, I care. I've been championing Ray Stevenson for that job since day dot.
Oh really, Ray Stevenson?
Dude, look at Ray Stevenson. And look at Cable. Look at Ray Stevenson in Punisher, Warzone, and then look at him as Cable. I reckon he's got this height. He's got the physique. He's got the acting talent.
He's also everyone in Marvel because he's in Thor too. So
is he in Thor?
He's in Thor. Yeah, he's one of the three guys.
He's got the guy with the big beard.
Yeah, fuck him. I don't give a shit. Let him do it. Give a fuck. He'd do it. This isn't canon, is it? Deadpool doesn't really fall in line with anybody.
It falls into the Fox canon.
Yeah,
so
but
yeah, he
not
could
really,
easily.
does it? Because he's like, I do like the bit in Deadpool when he's like, "Oh, why is he come here? There's only ever 2 of you." It's as if we couldn't even afford more people. I just watched it recently. That's why it makes me laugh.
It's brilliant though.
Colossus is very well done.
Yeah, really well done.
Anyway, fucking tangent off.
So, James Bond.
Ray Stevenson. Yeah, that's the guy I would have picked. I mean,
what about Brosnan? Talk to me about Brosnan.
I don't know. Man.
Nothing's been confirmed. It's just that all three of them are in a picture.
Yeah, but he might just be like, "Hey,
this is what I mean." They could be trolling all of us right now.
He might just be like, "Hey, watch how I make the internet go crazy."
Yeah,
and they did.
Let's take one selfie and just.
They have totally done this deliberately for all of these debates. So let's not disappoint them.
Or not. I mean, I don't know. Pierce Brosnan, it's difficult. Because after the last time I saw him do something actiony in November Man, I don't know. I don't think he's big enough, like bulky enough. But then, we've seen actors go from.
Look at J.K. Simmons. Right? Have you seen J.K. Simmons?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, absolutely. So I could be completely wrong. He's the right age. I just don't see Brosnan doing a Marvel film. Like, I just don't see it. I see him doing like a...
I think he'd be open to it.
Like a Taken type of movie. If he was going to do anything like November Man, right?
I didn't ever think I would see him play GoldenEye, but it happened last year.
I'm okay with GoldenEye.
No, he played the game GoldenEye.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he played it with Jimmy Fallon.
Oh wait, no, I think I did see that. Yeah, I think I did see that. Did he win? I can't remember.
He didn't win, but do you know how freaking weird that is?
It's like Inception, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yourself playing yourself, watching yourself play yourself. Yeah. Dude, you know what? I mean, okay, look, I'm gonna, because I'm conscious of time, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and I know Sasha's gonna rant. I'm conscious of whether or not he is actually going to do it. If he is doing it, then I'm going to assume that the powers that be have made the right decision, because they made every right decision with Deadpool first time round. So I think they understand what their mistakes and they're not mistakes, because it was such a small budget, right? It was only 60 million, Deadpool.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
So they kind of were like, yeah, we'll give you 60 million, no worries, go nuts, do whatever fucking film you want. It's not a financial risk for us. So I don't know if the second one's going to be a bigger budget, maybe slightly, but not too much.
They want to keep it
so that they can continue to do whatever the fuck it is they want to do with a smaller budget. So if they're making that decision, then I'm guessing that's the right one. And I'm just gonna, if it is Pierce, I will hold off judgment. I'll be disappointed it's not Ray Stevenson, but I'm sure it'll be good.
Okay.
That's my drink that you dropped on the ground. Just FYI. I got it. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, definitely was left field stuff that went on when that popped up, because I totally didn't. If there was anyone, they would have cast as Cable. I did not expect them to fly his name out there. Again, stress, it's not an official confirmation. Is it my phone?
It was your phone.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah. Since this isn't an official confirmation, obviously...
It's not a confirmation in any way whatsoever. They're just in a picture together.
This is just all speculation. So, but
for all of them to have met up, that's just such a coincidence.
But hear me out.
Why just be friends?
Hear me out. How do
you know?
Okay. Hear me out. On the subject of him playing Cable, he has been big before. He has been big before in roles.
Not Cable big. Have you seen what Cable looks like, dude?
Rewatch Tomorrow Never Dies.
He's not that big in Tomorrow Never Dies.
He's quite huge in Tomorrow Never Dies.
Dude, he is not as big as Cable.
Well, anyway.
The Cable character is bigger than Daniel Craig, physically.
Right.
And Daniel Craig is way bigger than Pierce
Brosnan. Either way, the point I'm trying to make is, maybe he'll get big in the gym, who knows. The other thing is, we've never really seen him do an American accent, or at least I haven't seen him do an American accent. If you guys have, put it on the notes below, correct me if I'm wrong, don't really know. What Leo said, the powers that be that did the original Deadpool, they know what they're fucking doing. But I'm going to bring this one thing to the table, it being the X-Men universe, and a good couple of things. At the end of X-Men Apocalypse, you had that little Easter egg at the end about the Essex Industries, who's tied to both Cable very closely,
Sinister,
and who's
so he might be Sinister.
He might be Sinister. Just putting it out there, guys.
That would be
perfect casting.
That would be perfect.
That would be perfect casting.
I'm down with that.
I'm just saying, maybe, you know, I could be wrong, but, you know, we'll see.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever happens, I'm sure we'll find out quite shortly, because they're going to go into production in this film soon, so yeah, we'll see. Okay, so go to another piece of these, and that's Attack on Titan. Warner Brothers have just acquired the rights to Attack on Titan, and they're about to develop a film on Attack on Titan. Okay, so I'm going to go first on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've only recently seen Attack on Titan, and it's brilliant. Attack on Titan's brilliant.
The game's pretty good.
I haven't played the game.
Yeah.
It's such a good series. It's so good that I don't think, and there's a lot more going on in Attack on Titan than I thought there would be, just by looking at the trailer.
On face value, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think that's gonna. Whoever ends up directing this, I don't think it's either going to be adapted very well or translated very well, just because of all the intricacies that go into that anime, and I really think that they're watching Ghost in the Shell as well. If Ghost in the Shell does really well, Warner Brothers will go full steam ahead with this, but Warner Brothers' track record for things aren't going very well, especially with the DC stuff. I don't trust Warner's. So to me, it would have to be one. It have to be a very good director, not someone that's someone that likes the material but can make a good film, and someone that can write a good script, adapt a good script from the original. And I don't know. I'm quite shaky about this. Whenever there's an adaptation of an anime being done, I mean, they've been trying to get Akira off the ground for since the 90s, and they can't seem to agree on that. And this is a bit more lenient because it's not set in a particular country, so it could be set anywhere. And so to adapt it over to America, they could say, okay, yeah, it's set somewhere in America or set somewhere. Wherever in the English-speaking nation, yeah, that would be the easiest thing to do. But yeah, what do you think about it, Leah?
So I've seen all of Attack on Titan. Mm-hmm. The reason you've pretty much said everything I was going to say, so I'm not going to repeat too much. But the reason animes don't work, you said that we try to get Akira off the ground. The problem is that Akira's like a one-shot. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are comic books that build it up, but it's just essentially one story. Mm-hmm. And what Hollywood like to do is not follow that. So they like to do their own thing. Mm-hmm. Like Logan, for example. Mm-hmm. Yeah? The old man Logan story's there. Just fucking copy it page for page.
They can't.
Yeah, I know they can't. But you get what I'm saying? Like, the main story's there in front of you. Copy it page for page, right? On a one-shot, like Akira, right? Like Ghost in the Shell. You want to tell a Ghost in the Shell movie? Just make the first Ghost in the Shell movie live action.
That's
essentially what they're doing, right? Okay, and hopefully that's pretty good. But the problem, I was just talking about this earlier. Somebody's watching a film called Kasha. Kasha is an anime, which is a manga, which is turned into a film, which is like one of the first fully CGI movies, like Captain Sky Planet and the World of Tomorrow, what the fuck it's called. Kind of like that, like where it's all CGI. One of the first ones that came out at that time.
I thought that was like the Spirits Within, Final Fantasy.
No, I mean like human beings in the green screen, all green screen. Film.
Oh, right, gotcha.
That's a live action they've translated into. The problem with that stuff is that with things with like with someone trying to make a Dragon Ball movie, there's so many intricate parts to narrow down all of Dragon Ball. And to make a decent Dragon Ball Z story, you have to tell the Dragon Ball story. And then narrow down 4 seasons worth of like 50 plus episodes. It's very difficult to do, which is why you're never going to get it right. Leave well alone enough. Like, just leave it alone. Mm-hmm. Don't do it. Attack on Titan is the same. There are so many intricate, like you said, on face value, it's like giants attacking the city. That's it. But there's so many intricate things that weave through that you're not going to do it justice. I mean, if they could have done it in 2.5 hours, they would have done it in 2.5 hours, right? Mm. That would have been done. The story would have been told, and it would have been a shit story. But because it's a 12, 10 part, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, they're going to franchise this if they can.
But what I mean is, it's like, because it's a 10-part TV series or 12-part, I can't remember how many episodes it is. That's the reason it's good, because they can stretch the story
20.
out. Yeah, I can't remember how many it is, but that's the reason it's good, because you stretch out the story, you get a lot of action in, you pay a lot of fan service and everything else. You're not to make a movie of that. You're gonna fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna fuck it up. And the other thing is, they don't even know what the ending is yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what if, like a lot of animes, it ends after season 1?
Oh no.
Yeah, I know they're making a season 2, but let's say they don't finish the story after season 2. What, just Hollywood gonna make one up? They're gonna fuck it up. Like, there are loads of animes that are really good that are 3 seasons only.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're 3 episodes, 3 OVAs, or whatever, right? And a lot of seasons don't get picked up for a second season. It just doesn't happen. So
it's like Ninja Scroll. They've been trying to get that off the ground for
how many fucking years?
4 or 5 years now.
Guyver, one of my favorite animes of all time. First thing I ever watched an anime was Guyver. First 12 episodes were released back in the 80s through to the 90s, and then in 2004. 2005. They remade the 12 episodes and extended it out to 25 episodes. I have all of those, and then afterwards they left it at a cliffhanger and then never picked up the rest. They've never, and it's obviously we're now in 2017 and they've never picked up the other rest. And people have been dying for it, and haven't done it, so they haven't finished the story. So you have to read the manga to follow it on. But you can just see the frustration, like here, like the story's too intricate. Don't fuck it up. Just leave well enough alone. But they won't do it. So, to be honest with you, like, I hope they don't do it. I hope it sucks if they do it. That it doesn't. So they learn a lesson to do it again.
I think
stick to the one shots.
If Ghost in the Shell, because Ghost in the Shell is going to definitely be a franchise. If this one does well, and everyone's going to be mining Japanese anime after that. If that does well,
just like X-Men.
Yeah,
just like when X-Men hit big at the box office. I'm taking words literally from Kevin Smith's mouth. Just when X-Men hit big, like Kevin Smith is in Blood Man and Chronic, Jay Silent Bob Strike Back. You know when he's like, as soon as X-Men hit big at the box office, every movie started buying up all the comic book franchises they can get their rubber little hands on.
Yeah.
Miramax option for Blood Man and Chronic. So that's what they did. And he's right. As soon as X-Men hit big, everyone was like, shit. And then we got like Daredevil, Fantastic Four, X-Men 2, and all those films went subpar, right? Yeah. But they just rushed them out, make loads of money because everyone's fucking doing it. Spider-Man, all that shit. That's what's going to happen. You're right, that's what's going to happen. If Ghost in the Shell hits big, some fucking 40-year-old exec is going to go, what's this anime thing people are talking about?
And then they'll fucking get something like Naruto.
That's already being made into a film.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
By Warner Brothers.
Yeah, and they're going to fuck it up. And let's hope they do. Let's hope that every time they try to make it... Because I'm not a fan of that shit. I hate when they do it, right? I want them to not make anime films, and when they do them, I want it to fuck it up so that we hold them in high esteem of what not to do, exactly like we do with Dragon Ball Evolution. This is an example of, we put that up there like you crucify someone, like Jesus, our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ.
Wow, blasphemous.
Yeah, well, I'm not religious, but you put him up, our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ, you put him up on the cross, you say, this is what happens when you fuck around with the Romans, right? We put you up here, and we crucify you. And that's what we should do to the Naruto movie and fucking this film, Attack on Titan. Ghost in the Shell, like I said, if it's a one shot and you have the right people behind it, like Akira, like, I'm okay with Akira. If you do a good... I want to see the capsule bike in real life. I want that to get made. Like, I want to see it. I'm okay with that. Because it's not too much of a story for you to fuck up. It's a 2.5 hour movie, whatever it is. Make a 2.5 hour live action and then transfer it to screen.
They want to split into 3.
Do you know what? I'm not totally opposed to that either. Because they took The Hobbit, which takes me about 45 minutes to read, and they changed that to 12 hours, so into 9-hour movies. So, like, it can be done.
Yeah, but I mean, considering how much... I agree with you on that as well, because the anime... sorry, not the anime. The manga is... There's so many issues of it.
Yeah, you can extend it out.
If they mind that, as opposed to the film, then yeah.
But it's one story. It's like one story. If you're going to make a trilogy... Like, I'm dubious, because you're going to make a trilogy, but it's still one story.
You've got 3 stories in there to tell.
Yeah, but if you... To go down Attack on Titan... We're going to make an Attack on Titan movie. Like, just don't. Just leave it alone. Fucking just don't. But they're like... They can't help but jump on the bandwagon. They're like, oh... people are loving this shit, so we must fucking do it. They've already done a live action version of fucking.
Yeah, I know, and it's bad.
And it's not very good.
Yeah.
And it's their fucking movie. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's
the
Japs. It's their fucking film.
The Japanese have never been good at adapting manga or anime.
No, they haven't. They haven't. But they know more about it than we fucking do.
Yeah.
And like, and tell me an anime film that's conducted well in Hollywood.
Oh, Live, Die, Repeat. The film with Tom
The Edge
Cruise.
of Tomorrow.
It's not an anime series, though.
Yes, it is.
TV series.
It's not an anime series. It's a manga, but it was something that they've been trying to adapt that for years, and when they got Tom Cruise on board, that was sort of greenlit it. But all saying, I mean, that's getting.
So no, it's not a TV series.
But that's getting another film now as well, and so.
Do you know, I'm really starting to get mad about this whole fucking people trying to do trilogy shit.
No, but it's going on to there's more. That's the right way to do it because there's more to the story. It's not just they're doing the other. They're adapting the whole thing, as opposed to just.
I get it, but there are some films that just don't need. Like if somebody was like, "We're going to do a Leon 2 and a Leon 3," it's like, no, don't do that.
That would be Matilda.
Huh?
Matilda.
No, yeah, Matilda, yeah. But like, why? Why are we going to? Oh, we're going to do a Leon prequel. Like, no, we don't need to do a Leon prequel.
What drove him insane?
Oh, dude, it's like somebody did a prequel to Carlito's Way.
What?
Yeah. It's got Puff Daddy in it.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Why did that happen? Nobody needed to do it, but somebody greenlit the idea. Think about that for a second. Somebody sat in a boardroom around other adults and said, "We're going to make a Carlito's Way movie prequel." And another adult looked at him, someone who's in charge of things in the world, and went, "That's a good idea. We're going to do that too."
That happens all the time in Hollywood.
And a few other people put their hands up and said, "You know, we'll do that." And then money got thrown around, and they got that film. Some smart prank went, "Well, we got that really famous. How about Puff Daddy? Yeah, we'll put him in this film." And they did it, and it happened, and it makes me want to cry. Why it exists, but they did it. It's like, why did somebody do the prequel version to the Cube? No, don't do that. You know Cube?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah?
I don't.
There's a sequel, Cube 2, Hypercube, right? Which I was like, meh. I was in and out of. I wasn't sure. And then they did a Cube 3, which is Cube 0, which is the prequel. Doesn't explain shit.
I thought that's what a prequel was supposed to be.
Yeah. It doesn't explain shit.
Yeah.
But do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Stop
I see what you
fucking
mean.
making trilogies, please.
Well, I want to hear what Satch has to say
Sorry
about
for
it.
the rant. Fuck.
I don't have a damn thing to say. I think Leo covered every single base that you could there. I mean, like,
Okay, let's move on.
It's a terrible idea. That's about it.
I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
He said
I said
covered
Leo
everything.
covered everything, yada yada yada. I think it's a terrible idea. Enough said.
Well, you haven't given. Have you seen Attack on Titan first of all?
I've seen a few episodes.
Okay. What do you make of it?
I just don't really see why they would do what. Well, other than money reasons, that's the only reason. I mean, like the Harry Potter guy, David. What's his name? David Heyman. And like, you know what? He's done a good job with the Potter series. He's done a fantastic job with Paddington, which I didn't think would ever work.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's an anime fan.
I very much doubt it.
I very much doubt it. Maybe he's seen something in this IP, but again, I want to like back him up and go, yeah, he's the guy. You know what I mean? Because you've got to understand this. Anime is kind of sacred, man. You know, it's a new IP in general. It's a new series as well, and like, I don't know. I'm just. It's the Ghost in the Shell syndrome. If that hits big, like Leo says, everything's going to get bought out, blah, 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 blah. Look at all these things aligning to get greenlit like a motherfucker. Now you're telling me they're doing Naruto?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I got a lot to say about that, but
I'm not really too bothered about Naruto.
I'm not going to, but I am, because I like Naruto.
I like Naruto as well, but I can't see how that's ever going to be good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's already dead on arrival, so yeah. I don't need to worry about it.
As for this, I mean, yeah, it's going to come and go. We'll see. But yeah.
Okay, alright. Okay, so on to the next piece of news. Okay, so this is Tremors 6. And I never saw the Tremors in between 1 and 6, but apparently there's another 5 that I've not seen, and they've greenlit a 6, and it still has Michael Gross as the guy with the shotgun in the first film with the wife, and he's got the elephant gun, and you know that scene when it breaks through the wall and they shoot with everything. If he's, from what I understand, he's been in all of them,
right?
And the TV series. That's
man needs to get a new house.
He clearly doesn't.
In a different country.
He clearly
doesn't. Stay
doesn't.
away from these goddamn those goddamn worms, man.
Well, I'm fascinated to see Tremors 6. I mean, they're only getting to. I mean, Jurassic Park has got to 4 now.
I'm surprised they even greenlit 5 because Jamie Kennedy's in 5.
Who?
Exactly. Who? Jamie Kennedy?
I don't know who that is.
Name rings a bell.
He was in Scream 1 and 2.
Oh, I saw Scream when it came out, and I've never seen it again.
He's the dude that tells everybody the rules of scary movies.
Oh, that guy.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Don't turn off the light. Number 2. Don't
He also
go
did
to bed.
a candid camera TV show called The Jamie Kennedy Experiment. When he would X somebody and then he'd be like, there's a camera there, there's a camera there, there's a camera there.
But he's got one of those personalities, I guess.
No, he's a cunt, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got one of those personalities.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you meant one of those personalities that people just keep giving him films.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, I didn't even know they made a TV series.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I did a little bit of research.
I'm not
on
really
it.
going to throw my 2 cents in here, man, to be fair, because I never really cared about Tremors.
Really? Did you like the original, the first one with Michael Bacon?
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
I think I saw it. I can't. It was such a lot on Sci-Fi Channel.
Watch it again, man. It's a surprisingly really good, entertaining movie.
I might like the first. Yeah, again, it's been such a long time, but you know when somebody says to you like, there are very few films that are still watchable after like the 3rd film.
Oh yeah.
That make, like if they were like, let's say for example, there I can probably name maybe off the top of my head, like franchises Terminator, RoboCop because RoboCop reboot count as part of the no it doesn't it doesn't. So Terminator like consecutively, right? Terminator, Nightmare on Elm Street.
I don't know. Once they
Fast and Furious.
Chucky.
No, Chucky's shit. There's very few films, like not even the Jason films. Like
when it got to New York, that was hilarious.
Yeah, but do you get what I mean? The fact that you're like, it's a Jason Friday the 13th horror film, but when you went to New York, like the Halloween one, like
the New York one's my favorite.
There aren't that many like anthology, I guess, movies. Like not anthology, but like 5 or 6 films where they're in order where you could watch them and go, fuck me, that was okay. Like I look for, there's another one. Yeah, I'll watch it. This isn't something that piques my interest in my mindset. Sure. I may have watched the first one a long time ago. I'll definitely give it another go, but it's not on my must-watch now list. So
okay, all right.
No. Yeah, I'm not really that bothered. I mean, I love the first Tremors. I love the first Tremors movie. The sequel, not so much. Like Leo said, I don't really know about the TV series or anything, but yeah. I mean, like, look, this doesn't even sound like it's getting a theatrical release, but I could be wrong. And like, it's been directed by Don Michael Paul. He does a lot of straight-to-video stuff. He's an actor as well, but what did he do? Kindergarten Cop 2.
Wow, yeah, that's going straight to video.
He did Tremors 5.
Yeah, it's definitely going straight to video.
He did Jarhead 2. He did a film.
There's a second Jarhead film.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's actually a lot more shooty.
Yeah, he did Lake Placid, the final chapter.
Hold on a minute. How many Lake Placids are there?
A lot on straight to video.
Yeah,
I thought there was only one.
No, there's a few.
Wow, there's a whole world that I just don't know about.
There's a whole world of giant monster films that you don't know about, like Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
I've heard about that.
Yeah,
or just Sharknado.
Yeah,
I've heard about Sharknado. Yeah, well, that understands what it is.
Yeah, according to his IMDb, like he's doing a Death Race movie after this. in the same year.
Fair enough.
So yeah,
But they did a Death Race sequel already once with the guy from Bros.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's Death Race like 2000 or something.
No,
or
well, so the
3000.
first one was with Jason Statham.
Yeah. That was
Death
alright.
Race. And then Death Race 2, because Death Race 2000 is the one with Sly.
Ah, right, gotcha.
Was basically wacky races. Like, and then Death Race 1 was, what's his name? Bald Englishman who's really angry. Statham.
Okay.
And then number 2 was Discount Bald Englishman who's very angry, which is the guy from Bros.
Yeah. Matt Goss. Luke Goss. One of the Gosses anyway.
That guy.
Yeah.
That dude. That budge.
Yeah, but... Yeah, well, I mean, no one's
It's a
seen...
so-so situation.
The only reason I put it up there, because I was just surprised there were 6 of them. Wow!
This is what I'm saying, though, right? If I told you there's 8 Freddy Krueger movies...
Yeah, I believe that, because I lived through it.
Yeah, you literally lived through it, right? And, like, there's a documentary called Never Sleep Again, which breaks them all down. It's like a 3-hour documentary. It's really good. But like, and you go, that's very 6. And then they made another one. They rebooted it with the guy who plays Rorschach.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and that film sucked.
Yeah,
it was horrible. That was a Blumhouse film, I think.
I believe so.
No,
Yeah.
Platinum Dunes. No, Platinum Dunes.
Oh, was it Platinum Dunes?
Yeah,
Okay.
Platinum Dunes.
So that's what's his name's company?
Michael Bay.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I know, because Michael Bay was producing it.
Right.
Therefore, I assume it was a Platinum Dunes film.
Okay.
I actually don't know for a fact, but yeah, like when somebody tells you there's 6 films or something, like you're like, oh, okay, so either they're like 6 major huge blockbuster films, this franchise is amazing, or they made just enough for them to make a sequel and continue making sequels because fuck it, why not? Do you know how many Anaconda movies there are? One of them's got fucking the Hoff in it.
Sure. Anaconda?
Yeah, Anaconda. As in the first one with fucking Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez and John Voight, who has a really bad accent, has like a... What fucking accent has he got? He's got like a Louisiana accent or some shit in that movie?
Yeah.
John Voight did some questionable roles at the beginning of his career. I just have some questions.
At the beginning of his career?
Well, not at the beginning, but
in the middle of his career.
That bit before everyone found out he was Angelina Jolie's dad.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he has some credibility. Like, I think the film that brought him out of that rut was Enemy of the State.
I thought it was Mission Impossible, but
Yeah, that might could be wrong actually, yeah.
But yeah, I do remember John Voight being in really weird films.
Yeah, Anaconda is one of them. Yeah. Wow. Anaconda, him, Jennifer Lopez, and Ice Cube.
Ah, Ice Cube, the #1 actor of all time.
Hey,
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you
Cube's
what,
not bad, man. Leave it alone.
I mean, straight to video films. I mean, like there's like a huge market.
Huge market.
I mean, like
market.
before
Nick Fury.
Yeah.
With the Hoff.
Before like Universal Soldier got back like Van Damme, because I know Van Damme.
There were 2 before that.
There were 2. There was, and they both had Burt Reynolds in there.
Yeah.
And no one was
There
recast.
was 2. Yeah. So they had a Universal Soldier.
2.
Yeah.
Brother in Arms.
Yeah. And then 2 Brother in Arms. The third one, and they both had a guy who was called Luke Devereaux, who wasn't even French in that fucking film, and then they rebooted it with Universal Soldier: The Returns, which is direct to video with him and Goldberg and
Michael J.
White. And then they kind of rebooted it again, where they followed directly from the second one. I forgot that one ever existed. And then they did, it was Universal Soldier: The Return or something, was it?
Yeah.
Not The Return, Universal Soldier. Regeneration. And then they did another one with Dolph, because they did 2. In total, there's 3 with Dolph Lundgren.
Okay. Funnily enough, Jonathan Fuson, one of them.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
But there you go. Don't don't trust the film when be questionable. Ask questions.
Okay, well, yeah, that's that. We spent a lot more time on that than I thought. But, okay, onto the last story, and that's Eastern Promises 2. That's finally getting a production start, and this is the sequel to David Cronenberg's Eastern Promises. If you've not seen Eastern Promises,
shoot me. I haven't seen it.
You've not what? Go home and watch Eastern Promises.
I know. People keep telling me it's on my list of films I have to watch.
That's right up your alley. That film.
I know. People keep telling me I'm gonna love it, and I'm like, I know. Apparently, I got to see fucking what's his name cocking it. Like,
No, it's that fight is brilliant.
Yeah, I know.
That
Everyone keeps telling me it's
such
not
a
even,
brilliant fight.
It's not even like, it's just sheer, like, stupidity on my behalf. That I have no excuse whatsoever. I really, really like Viggo Mortensen as an actor. I have absolutely no... Because if it's anything like History of Violence, which I hope it is, like, violence-wise...
That film was about sex. It's definitely not about violence. There's so much sex in that film.
Wait, History of Violence?
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
Dude, there's like...
One scene?
There's about 5 scenes of him having sex with his wife violently.
No.
That's literally why it's called a history of violence, because he just like fucks her everywhere, which way.
No. Did we watch the same
Yeah,
film?
I'm thinking the same thing.
No. I remember coming out of that film. I was like, wow.
Dude, I think he's fucked his girl. He fucked his wife at
sure
least
you
once.
weren't fucking someone in the
maybe
cinema
two.
while you were watching
Maybe
it?
two. The History of Violence. You know why it's called History of Violence, right?
Because he's like a ex-hitman or something.
You got it. That's why. His History of Violence got Ed Harris, who's a G, by the way. Like, he had sex like once in that film. Twice, maybe.
Go watch that film again.
I watched it recently. He had sex like once, maybe twice.
I've seen it. I've seen it
Yeah, right?
as well. I'm having
Did
the
you
same
watch
thought.
the different film?
Yeah, totally. Or you're mistaking it.
Or
for
you're
something
mistaking
else.
it for a different movie.
No.
There's definitely at least one scene, but like it didn't have any more than that.
Google it. Google that. I'm sure you can
forget that, man. I just want to
find the answer why he won't. Yeah,
it's. I would say it's very much like that.
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
It's
I
got
guess.
Naomi Watts is in the first one.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna watch it. I will watch it. I've heard very good things. I saw it. I saw what you were writing it. I've seen it on the list that we were gonna talk about things here. But yeah, I like I said, I can speed through this bit because I haven't seen the first one. So.
All right, Satch. Not bothered.
I'm not bothered. I mean, like, I like the first film. I don't think it really needs a sequel, to be honest.
No film needs a sequel, but they happen.
Well, I guess someone a lot smarter and more educated than me obviously sees an angle. Maybe it's David Cronenberg, maybe it's the producer for the studio. If they think they can make money off it, good on them. I mean, like, I like the first one.
I mean, it's not an expensive film to make. I mean, the first one was...
Fair enough, but I felt they said all they needed to be told in that.
I think the first one...
Careful, because I don't want you to ruin it for me. So the only other question, I'm kind of annoyed that we're talking about it. Because, and the only reason is because I do want to watch it. My fault for not watching it. It's quite an old film anyway, so whatever. But obviously it must leave it open for a sequel.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. No, he's agreeing with
Oh,
it.
okay, right. So, alright, well, there you go.
There's no point when I got to the end of the first film that I thought there would be a sequel. But there clearly is going to be a sequel because that character is quite a badass. So, it's... When you go and watch the film, you tell me what you thought of it and if it warrants one.
Okay. Well, then, that's kind of like saying, does Bad Boys 2 warrant one? It doesn't open it for leaving it a sequel. It just goes, here's another situation that these guys are in, and here you go. It's not like the French guy didn't die in the fucking Porsche, or he didn't die in the other car or whatever.
Right.
It's just like, hey, this is a sequel. We're just making another film where these characters are now in this situation. Hijinks continue. So that's what this might be. I
The
guess,
hijinks continue.
I don't. Obviously, I understand. I think it's about fucking prostitutes, and he's like some Eastern European gangster or some shit.
I would like to say yes to that, but I can't actually remember.
Oh, so you're telling me to watch a fucking movie you don't even remember you watching?
No, I can't remember I know it's something to do with that, but I couldn't tell you the ins and outs of it. All I know is that Naomi Watts is in it. She gets mixed up with something. He looks out for her to a certain degree.
He is a Russian-born driver for one of London's most notoriously organised crime families. Okay, there you go. Trans-Siberian restaurant. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get it. Oh, it's based in London?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
It's a good film.
Right.
Watch it when you can. So, go straight on to Old But New.
Do you get to do it again?
Yeah. So, Old But New first. Anybody have a film that they want to talk about that's old?
Yeah.
Go.
This week's Old But New is A Long Kiss Goodnight, directed by Rennie Harlan, starring Samuel L. Jackson and Gina Davis.
Isn't it The Long Kiss Goodnight, or is it A Long Kiss Goodnight? It doesn't matter.
Is it the?
Well, no, it might just be Long Kiss Goodnight.
It could be, yeah. I'm not actually sure.
Doesn't matter.
I've not actually seen that film all the way through.
It's
good.
It's The Long Kiss Goodnight.
I keep wanting to. Do you know when you've got something? Oh yeah, The Long Kiss Goodnight. Since it came out to now, I was like, oh yeah, I need to watch that. I've never got down to watching it. Gina Davis, right?
Yeah, I rewatched this recently because I, totally on a Shane Black kind of let's rewatch all the films he's written and stuff. This film's a good action movie as far as 90s blockbusters go. The only thing I would say that's dated is the fact every video gamer knows how big an explosion you get out of a grenade. And I tell you what, when a grenade goes off in this film, this is old school 90s where the grenade would go off. There's a hallway scene where they're running. They both jump out a window. She's shooting the ice below because they're gonna fall in the ice to break the water to break the fall.
Mm-hmm.
But the grenade blows up and the whole hallway sets alight and the explosion goes out the window and they ran like. You know what I mean? No grenade does that. You know what I mean?
Depends what kind of grenade.
Yeah.
I need to see the film because I've got no context on what you're talking about.
You know what? But I suspended my disbelief there because of the era it was made. Aside from that, still holds up. Still a great movie. And this was like Samuel L. Jackson's second big action movie. You know what I mean? Where he was coming up with a vengeance. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, he'd been in action movies, but this was him as the main, one of the main stars and stuff. And you know what I love about this film? It's just the chemistry they have, and it's just Samuel Jackson being at his best. You know what I mean? Like, leading man here.
To the grenade's defense, I don't know what it looks like when a real grenade goes off.
Oh, okay.
So in my mind, I mean, I know what, as you said.
Any modern day first person shooter where it involves that anymore. They have to make that to an element of realism, otherwise people call bullshit on it.
Yeah.
So there is an explosion, but very rarely does it ever fill up a whole room and fly out the windows.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. There you go. Okay. I guess you're right then.
But really fun ride. I mean, Rennie Harlan's not exactly the greatest action movie director. I mean, like, he's a very hit and miss kind of guy. We are talking about the guy that did, Skip Trace with Jackie Chan and fucking, what's his name?
I don't know what Skip Trace is.
Oh man, we reviewed the trailer a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we reviewed the trailer.
The Jackass guy, Johnny Knoxville.
Oh,
that film was horrible. That film was so.
Oh, did it already come out?
So I want to watch it.
I'm just warning you now. Horrible.
Did it already come out?
Yeah, it's out. You can find it on Netflix.
But I'll give him Deep Blue Sea. I'll give him Cliffhanger and Die Hard 2.
Cliffhanger's badass.
I know, right?
Okay, cool.
But yeah, but no, seriously, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Good ride. And if you don't know who Gina Davis is, she used to be famous.
She still is.
Well, she's on TV, right?
Yes, she is. Yeah.
She's on TV.
Still with.
Oh gosh, she's in something right now. I can't remember what the show's called, but yeah, she's still
with.
Yeah, she's still.
I mean, like, she was in the Exorcist TV series, according to IMDb.
That's right now.
That's on TV now.
Oh, is that okay? Well, that's what she's currently in, and Greg's Anatomy, I guess.
Grey's Anatomy.
Greg's Anatomy.
Grey's? Is it Greg's?
It's Grey's.
I'll watch the show.
It's also like it's an actual thing.
Okay.
It's a book, isn't it?
Yeah. Do I get to start one?
You can if you wish to. Yeah.
It won't be very long.
Yeah, you go for it.
I'm probably gonna. The film I watched earlier on was Run Lola Run.
Hey, good choice.
That's a really good film.
I watched that earlier on in the week.
That's a really good film.
Run Lola Run. It's a fucking badass movie.
Yeah.
I forgot how good that film was. And then I have to give a little nod to A Hunt for the Wilder People. I still think that film's fucking amazing. It's the guy who's directing. It's a new film. Came out last year.
Kantiki, something Waititi.
Taiki Waititi.
Yeah, that's it.
His name is. He did a film called What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
It's a fucking great film.
Brilliant.
That was the first film of his I saw.
Oh, really?
Then he's done another film called Paper Planes, which I haven't seen.
Yeah, that's good.
And then because I think I'm saying maybe another one is called he hasn't done it, but it's a New Zealand film called Once Were Warriors.
No, I've not seen that.
Old films, very
It's
good
the one
film.
with Tamora Morrison. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who plays
Jango Fett.
Jango Fett.
Oh, right, gotcha.
He's in it. He plays a guy called Jake DeMoss. It's an old New Zealand Maori type of film.
I think I've seen the cover to that.
Came in like 94, 93, 94. It's an old film. It's really good. Really good.
Okay.
And basically, I watched that and my girlfriend turned around. So are we just specifically watching New Zealand films now this weekend? Because we watched that and we watched Hunt for the Wilder People, which is the same director. Hunt for the Wilder People, I cannot recommend that film enough to anybody. It's on Netflix now. Get your ass, on the UK anyway, get your ass and watch it. It's so good. Sam Neill from Jurassic Park fame and other things, Event Horizon. And this little kid, I can't remember his name, he's fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
so good.
When they did the publicity for that film in the UK, he was on TV, and he's so sharp.
Yeah.
He's so sharp, man.
So
He's got so much. The only other kid that I've seen like that is the one that's in the Jungle Book.
Yeah, the little Indian kid.
Yeah, he's so sharp. Very, he's very aware of himself.
Yeah, he plays a character called Ricky Baker.
Ricky Baker.
Yeah, Ricky Baker.
Interesting name.
Ricky Baker.
Yeah, it's so ordinary.
Yeah. But I mean, those kind of names are quite ordinary. In New Zealand, but Ricky Baker. Yeah, he's fucking brilliant. Stay Maori, bro.
Yeah, I've seen everything I've seen about it, I really love, and I really did want to catch it in the cinema.
I would say
it's
on Netflix now, so stream it online. Absolutely. Put it this way: I told Tash to watch it. Right, I posted about it. And some people were like, "Oh, is it good?" I watched it Caesar Palace style, right?
Okay.
Yeah, like on the Dodge. Yeah, and I watched it on the Dodge. Enjoyed it so much, I bought the Blu-ray. Like, I actually pre-ordered the Blu-ray because it only came out this week. So I watched it on the weekend and was like, I have to pay money for this. Like, I feel like I should have paid money to watch that movie. So I paid £15 for the Blu-ray.
Fucking hell, that's expensive for a Blu-ray. They're not that
Prime.
They're not that much these days.
I think it was £15. I can't remember. It was my girlfriend's account.
No. Okay,
So she paid, but I felt the need to have to spend money.
Yeah.
Because I thought that I want to financially give my piece for watching this great film.
Wow.
That's how much, and I don't normally do that, but I was like, that was so good. And my girlfriend, she loved it, I loved it, and now we own it on Blu-ray. And then literally 3 days later, it's on fucking Netflix. I was like, shit. But anyway, that's my bit.
It's a pity no one did that for Dredd.
That's what I kept saying. Dredd 2, man. Where is it?
It's not. That film cost $35 million to make, and it didn't even make that.
You know what the sad thing is? Terminator Genesis, as much as everyone panned it, cost $89 million to make. Yeah. Made 446.
Yeah, because it's Terminator.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
But
Dredd is so much better.
Hey man, you'll get no argument from me.
I know. I couldn't even argue with you what you wrote. I was like, I can't argue. He's absolutely right. There's no argument. I'm not even going to try to be bullheaded. I'm just going to say he's right.
Dredd cost $50 million to make. It made $35 million.
Ah, there you go. That's even worse.
So upsetting. So upsetting.
The film's opening in the UK this week. Okay, so we've got Ghost in the Shell, Hacksaw Ridge, and Trainspotting 2. Okay,
I've seen Hacksaw Ridge.
I want to see all of these films.
So good.
I mean, if Mel Gibson wasn't still in that place, I reckon this film will go up for an Academy Award.
Yeah.
I reckon it would win Best Picture.
It won't.
Maybe not because of Silence. Maybe not because of Silence.
I don't even think Silence will.
I
don't think Silence will go up for anything.
I think Silence will get is a contender for cinematography. It will probably win something.
I don't think so.
So hold on. What do you think is going to win Best Picture with what you've seen so far?
What are the
La La Land.
La La Land?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I've heard very good things.
I've seen it now, and
it sucks. It sucks. The Hollywood dick.
It's a really good film.
Yeah. It's very pandas.
It doesn't. It doesn't. That's
what I've heard.
The ending will just go like that to you.
Okay.
It's very unexpected.
Yeah. But you know what I loved about it, without giving any spoilers away, was when I watched that film, towards the end, I was like, it needs to end here, because if it goes on, I'm going to hate the movie.
Yeah.
And it ended exactly how I wanted it to end. And I was like, bravo. That was fantastic.
But this isn't about La La Land.
Yeah.
This is about Hacksaw Ridge and Trainspotting 2 and Ghost in the Shell.
So,
Trainspotting
Trainspotting 2, I need to rewatch the first one because I haven't seen it in a
Funny
very
enough,
long
that's
time.
been re-released. That was re-released last week.
Yeah. I have to watch the first one. Again, it's been a very long time.
Yeah.
Because I think I was inebriated when I watched it.
I think that's the best way to watch it.
Yeah, it's very true.
So that baby scene must be fun.
Fuck the baby scene, it's the carpet scene.
Yeah.
Carpet? That's the fucking scene I resonate with the most.
Actually, so I need to interrupt you there for 1 second. Have you seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Of course I have. That film you have to watch Stone. If you don't watch it Stone, it makes no sense.
There's a bit where I only saw it again recently, about a year ago. That bit where there's water in the it's trippy. It's trippy as fuck.
You have to watch that film under the influence to fully understand it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the bats in the fucking desert, and he's doing cocaine out of a salt shaker. And he's driving down this fucking... It's just the whole thing of Benicio del Toro just being grossly overweight. It's such a good fucking movie. When you're high, though, if you try to watch it sober, it makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
No sense. And that's the thing with Trainspotting 1. I think Trainspotting 2 will be quite a good film.
Yeah.
Like,
is it
Danny Boyle?
Yeah, it's Danny Boyle. The reviews just came out and it's getting 5 stars all over the place.
I'm sure. I have no doubt in my mind that he will. Hacksaw Ridge, I've seen already. It's fantastic. I loved it. I love Andrew Garfield as an actor. It's a great movie. I absolutely recommend people go out and see it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to see it.
Ghost in the Shell, I'm going to check, like I said, I'm going to check it out. Hopefully it's not good, so that people don't start doing the anime shit. I hope it's good because I hope it's good.
It's not the film, it's the re-release of the manga.
Oh, right. Okay, then, yeah, fuck it. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, so they're basically...
Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
No, I knew what you meant. That's why I said it's the re-release.
Yeah, well, fucking... The re-release of the anime, yeah, it's amazing. Fucking go see it. I recommend everybody go see it. If you want to know what The Matrix came from, what's that film?
Exactly, yeah. All the concepts. It deals with a lot of metaphysical concepts, man. It's Satch.
Out of those ones, Hacksaw Ridge and Trainspotting 2 are the ones I really want to see.
You've seen Ghost in the Shell
I've seen
many
Ghost in the
times,
Shell quite a few times, and as much as I like Ghost in the Shell, I've seen it on the big screen once before, so I've had my big screen full of that, so it's not something I really want to see again on the big screen. I mean...
I'd like to watch it in IMAX.
I'd watch it in
It's not formatted for IMAX.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean, but I'd like to. If somebody did it in IMAX, I'd like to watch it in IMAX. I'd like to see all that detail on the screen in IMAX. That would be amazing.
Personally, I'd like to see something like that at the Science Museum. I don't know whether you guys have been to the Science Museum.
It's got an IMAX screen.
But that screen, I saw Rogue One there.
I still think I'd prefer to see...
at Waterloo, really?
Yeah.
I prefer the Science Museum, dude.
Nah.
I love that. Anyway, alright, cool.
Just knowing what I know about it, no.
For those guys in London, have the debate.
No. If you know anything about picture quality, and sound, the flagship Waterloo one is the place to go.
Alright.
Okay, so for me, Trainspotting 2 definitely. Hacksaw Ridge, yeah, that's a no-brainer. It's Mel Gibson coming back to where he's supposed to be, directing really good films, and his Jesus 2 remake's gonna be freaking awesome. And Ghost in the Shell, yeah, I've not seen it on the big screen yet, so I'm going to go and see that as well before the Scarlett Johansson film comes out. And so yeah, that's the films coming out this week. That'll be in the week of Jan 27th. So yeah, go to the cinema and support your films, folks. Okay, so we come to the last part of the segment, which is film 20 questions. And so, I guess...
Who did the last one?
No, I always let someone else do it.
Yeah, so who did it? I mean.
You did.
I thought you guys do one every episode.
Yeah.
So who's done it every week?
I always let Satch do it because Satch just
So
can't...
do you want me to do it?
Doesn't seem to like doing it, so...
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
So, so how this works is Leo will have a name of a film written down on a piece of paper that I've given him, and it's up for me and Satch to guess what this film is. We have 20 guesses to do that, and Leo can say yes or no to whatever we ask, and we have to guess through those memes. And so, do you have a film?
Give me 2 minutes. Can
2
you
minutes.
talk about amongst yourselves? Give me a minute. One whole 60 seconds.
Okay, so...
Blah 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 blah.
No.
Go back to your IMAX thing.
Yeah, so I've seen it's good, but it's no. They've got catch up. They've got a lot to catch up on, man.
Like what?
Sound and picture quality for
Sound
one.
and picture quality. Okay.
That's the two very most important things that any cinema need to get right.
What's wrong with the sound there? If you don't mind me asking, Joe.
It's not. If you're going to go to,
is it not Dolby Atmos?
No.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Okay.
If you're going to go to an IMAX and pay the amount of money that you're paying, everything has got to be state of the art. Otherwise, it fails with me.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm not per se saying not to go to it. But if you have to go to an IMAX screen, I would go to the flagship one.
Yeah.
And then after that, I would say the one in Leicester Square.
Yeah.
And then
which one's IMAX? The Odeon.
No. So the one in the next best one now is in Empire. Because that's got a laser projector and Dolby Atmos.
I saw the Wolverine there.
Okay,
I'm ready.
That's a huge auditorium, though.
Yeah, it's really big.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, here we go, folks. Film 20 questions, and so I will go first. Is this film made in my timeline? So is it from the 70s to...
Were you alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Do you want to ask a question, sir?
Is this a sequel?
No.
So it's a standalone film.
Standalone film.
Right.
Oh, hold on. Was that a question first off?
Because if there's no sequels, I want to...
No, that's
okay.
not what he asked. He was very specific. Is it a sequel?
Ah, got you. I see where you're going with that. Okay. Okay. My question is this a standalone film?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't want you to go down a different pathway. That's all. So.
Okay.
Is the director a big name director?
I'll just double check. Hold on. Yeah, just bear with me. Just double check. Because I did pick this one straight off the bat. So.
Okay.
I had it in my head. It's a difficult one for me to answer that. I'll let you rephrase that question because he is a director.
Mm-hmm.
But he is well known.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he is well known. Yeah, I would say he is well known director. Yeah.
Right. Okay. He's a well known director. Okay then. Does this have a famous composer? Is the music in the sorry? Let me pull back the question.
Okay.
Is the music in the film iconic?
Oh. Rephrase your question.
Is the music in the film iconic to a wide audience?
I still don't think it's very fair for me to let you ask that question. No. I'm being useful to you here.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right.
Notice, be clear. There is a difference between.
Okay, is the music score does it have an orchestral soundtrack?
It does.
And is
so
that's
there's your question.
That's 2 questions. I'll let Satch go.
Is it an ensemble cast or does it have leads.
I'll just confirm this for you because.
And also, like, I know I asked the question before. I forget the answer now. Was it a big name director?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
So yes and no, and it's not an ensemble cast.
All right then.
I like it. You're like, all right then, let's do this.
Is this
By the way, you have 14 questions left.
Okay. Is this film this is an action film?
I would say so. It's part action.
Okay. Was this film? Oh, sorry.
Was this film set in the 2000s?
Be clear. Set or made?
Made.
Made in the 2000s? Yes.
Fantastic. Okay.
But there is a definitive set and made. Remember that. That's all I'm saying. Before you ask that question, I'm not going to tell you either way. I'm just saying that you asked made, right?
Mhm. Okay. So is the main actor in this film still acting today?
Yes.
Is this actor an A-list actor? Does he still...
No.
No.
I actually feel kind of mean for this one, but you got 10 questions left.
Does this film have a... Oh, no, actually, no. Does this film have multiple locations?
Yes. Very much so. I would take this opportunity to maybe look at one of your hints, because you are now down to 9 questions.
I mean, I'm getting to an edge to know.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm getting to a ballpark of what this film could be.
No worries. That's fine. Well, I just wanted to make you aware you have your 3 hints and you have 9 questions left.
Okay. Could I have a hint?
The fact that it is in multiple locations is within the title of the film.
Is this a big blockbuster or an independently made movie?
I mean, I would say... Yeah, I would say it's a pretty big blockbuster movie.
A blockbuster?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you class budget-wise over a blockbuster? Over $1 million?
No, just anything that's the big budget films that are heavily advertised.
Yeah.
Say that, Watchmen or...
Yeah, I would say this is quite heavily advertised.
Okay. Okay, so
So you've got 8 questions left.
the soundtrack really intrigues me because I think I can get around to it by soundtrack. 'Cause I really can't think of any other questions that I can ask that will give me an insight into what this film is. Has this film ever won any awards?
I'll tell you. You've got time to think of other questions. So.
Right,
okay, cool. Awards. Right, so it won an Empire Award.
Okay.
It won Golden Schmoes Awards. And it was nominated... No, sorry. It won an Empire Award and was nominated 3 times by Golden Schmoes. I'm sorry, hold on. 4. Won by Golden Trailer Awards. And then it was nominated by the International Film Music Critics Award. And then
Film Music Critics Award.
Yeah, and then it was also nominated by the MTV Movie Awards for Best Action Sequence. Nominated by the Online Film Critics Society. It won one award and was nominated 11 times. Teen Choice Awards, Satellite Awards.
Alright, okay.
So you could either... I'm not going to say nothing.
Could I...
So yeah, did it win awards? Yes, it has. There you go. So you're now down to 7 questions.
Okay, could I have another clue, please?
The subject of that film could not... hold on, I'm just trying to think. See, there's one hint that gives it away really bad. I want to be very careful with that. Okay, it won an award. The award that it won from Empire was for being a comedy.
The Martian?
No.
Is it 2000s?
2000s.
Sorry, that's because that went straight to my head. I can't think of what that is.
Does it have a A-list actor in there, even though the lead's not A-list?
It's difficult. All right, I'll give you this one. It does have the A-list actor in there. I would say it does referenced, and they are in there. And in fact, if you ask for a hint, I can tell you who the A-list actor is, but that's your last hint.
I'll go like this. Is this actor female?
No.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. So you now have 5 questions left.
The 2000s.
2000s.
It had an action sequence in it.
Sequences, plural.
Sequences, okay. I can't think of what that could be. Freaking anything.
And it's awarded one for comedy, and it's also an action, so it's an action comedy. Trying to help you out here, boys. You've got 5 questions left.
I'm drawing a blank here, man.
With a memorable soundtrack.
Okay, so not score, soundtrack. Okay, so that could be...
So you get to take the hint for the actor?
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah.
Matt Damon.
Anything it could be is James Silent Bob Straight Back.
No. It's not. Does that count as a question?
Yeah.
Alright. You now have 4 questions left.
Any cameos?
Kind of.
Cameos.
Kind of cameos. He's referenced, he's on screen, he speaks. It might not necessarily be Matt Damon, but it is referenced as Matt Damon.
Oh! Team America. Oh, figured out.
It was the only way I was going to get you to get close to it, was to say Matt Damon.
Oh, figured out. That's good. That was good.
I don't think I would ever have got that. I was like, what?
If I hadn't said what I just said, that sentence, you wouldn't have gotten it. That was your last. You'd already wasted your last hint, so I was like, I gotta give you something.
Do you know what I came back around to is that if it's Matt Damon's in this film, he's referenced in it. Because I was thinking all the films around the early 2000s. I was like, it definitely can't be the Bourne Ultimate, the Bourne Identity, and it's not James Silent Bob. What else? Team America.
Yeah.
Is his own voice in that?
I don't know. See, that's why I was like, he was in it, he was referenced in it, he's definitely in it, but is it his voice? I don't know. So that's why I don't want to be very specific, but that's what gave it away, because it's Matt Damon.
Yeah.
And I also, my other hint would have been, if it wasn't that, I would have written Fine Actors Guild.
Oh, right,
And you would have got it straight from that. See, the thing is, if I had said puppets, Fine Actors Guild, you'd have got it straight away, so it would have been like, whatever.
Yeah.
But, like the director question, Trey Parker, he's also a star. So is he an A star? No, he's not.
No, he's not.
But he's also, is he a prevalent director? Yes or no?
Yeah.
He still directs to this day, but he's not an A-list director.
Yeah,
so it's
you're
a
right.
very difficult question to answer when you're bringing people like from TV transitioning over. So I had to be I had to give you an air of like, to let you run with it a little bit.
That was good.
So, but it's a bit of a cheap move. If you were like, is it an animation movie? I'd have to say no. Is it a live action movie? Well, yes and no. so it's like, if you'd have gone down that road, I'm like, oh, this becomes extremely difficult. But then it gives it away straight away. So it's a difficult one. But that's why I went with it.
That's good. That's good.
With it. That's all.
That's real good. I like that. Well, thank you very much.
No problem, man.
Okay, so that's the end of the show, folks. Thanks for listening. Leo, where can we find you in your podcast?
What's the Damage podcast? You will find me on the interwebs. What's the Damage? iTunes, Stitcher. I'm not really going much on YouTube now, but I'm going to keep going it. But iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud. Email me what'sthedamage@gmail.com and Twitter and all that shit.
Cool. Okay, and Satch, where can we find you?
On Sashman3 at Hotmail. No, Sashman3 on Twitter.
Anything to promote?
No.
No, not the two films that you have that you've recently done, the short films.
No, I haven't.
The little guy? No, that's dead now, is it?
No, let's keep it short until it comes out.
I'll promote something. So today, tomorrow morning. So whenever this, but within the next 24 hours, first episode of How Would You Beat 'Em drops, featuring you guys.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
I've been waiting to drop that. So that's coming out, featuring you guys, and you guys fight the Wolfman. So that's going to be coming out. So by the time you finish listening to this, it's already out. So go check it out on iTunes. And
if not, it might be out before that, because I usually put this up on a Wednesday.
Yeah, so I mean, so by the time.
Right, gotcha.
By the time you're listening to this, motherfucker, whoever's listening to this.
Yeah.
If you look on iTunes, that What's the Damage with 2 M's, because loads of people mix that up. That's where you'll find it, and then you two are on there versus the Wolfman.
Cool.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, well, that's it, folks. If you want to write into this podcast, just write in at podcast@zedosgang.co.uk. Write in with any queries about the show or anything that we've talked about, or say that we're a couple of idiots or whatever, and we'll look out for it. And okay, so that is it. Thank you for tuning in, folks, and next week, I'm not sure who we have on next week, but it's going to be an interesting show, so please tune in, and like us on YouTube and on SoundCloud. We've got a bit of a problem at the moment, so I'm not on there, just I've got to figure out some gremlins, and so for now, just go to the YouTube page and like us and subscribe if you can. Thanks for listening, and this has been the Z-Days Go podcast, and we're out.